Hi, I'm Matt Parrott, a Chartered Tax Advisor from Tax Shop Accountants in Wellington. Today we're talking about bringing an app or a website or both to the market, to get to a situation where you can receive money from your great idea. So I get lots of clients coming to see me, they've got a great idea. They want to build an app. It's going to make them millionaires, and I'll say, well, how much have you got to spend on this project? I say, well, £2,000 or £3,000 max. Some people come up with £1,000. That's ridiculous. You're going to waste your time. You're not going to become a millionaire unless you're really, really lucky, or maybe you're a great developer yourself. But if you're going to get somebody to do it for you, it's not going to be enough money. You're going to need a lot more. So you can have the best idea in the world, and let's work a plan out how to get that funded properly so you can get a smashing product at the end that people are going to want to use and be able to find. And I'd say as a minimum you're going to need 100,000 to spend on this, and that's probably only gets you to the stage 2 sort of funding type platform. You're probably going to need a lot more than that, but that's if you take it step by step and everything's done properly, you can raise a lot of money, and you can end up with a smaller percentage of something that will actually work and be found by the public. So perhaps let's take a simpler example. Let's say you're going to spend let's say £100,000, say 30,000 quid to build the app and the website, and you've put aside maybe £70,000 to get it marketed, which it may not even be enough money, but if you've got somebody good with your social media, you might have friends who are excellent at social media, you can pay them a retainer to do something for you. Then perhaps 100,000, you may well be able to get something that's going to be found and going to be excellent. So the first thing, you do a business plan. There's plenty of business plan templates online. Get an accountant to do it yourself. Use a template. It's a mixture of a written report all about your products, how you're going to market it, what you're going to do, just a written report. Then there's a numbers section to it, which generally will be a 3-year plan, i.e. a cash flow for 3 years and maybe profit and loss and a balance sheet. That's sort of the standard business plan, and you're going to need that further down the line. So to start with, you're going to need some of your own money. You're going to probably need, say, £5,000 to £10,000 of your own money, and you'll better get a developer to build you a working prototype for probably £5,000 to £10,000. You'll get something for that, something half decent. There may be a few bugs in it. It may not look as pretty as you want, but for that kind of money, you'll get something quite nice that you can prove the concept. It works. You can get a few people using it, identify any issues. That's a great start. For a month or two's time, you'll have something that works. People either like or don't like the idea, but you've invested something with your own money in your own limited company, a brand new limited company that you set up, and you will end up with a working prototype that you can then use to raise more money. Now there's many ways of raising money, but the easiest nowadays is through what's called crowdfunding, and that is where there's various platforms on the internet. The biggest is probably Crowdcube. They are a big crowdfunding company, and they in effect gather lots of individual investors together who will invest small percentages in your proposed business. Now the next thing because you've got your business plans all done, your prototypes all done, you can then apply for something called advanced clearance with HMRC. because there is a tax relief called SEIS, whereby the investors will get back potentially 50% of the money they invest in the product. So it's a really, if you can go to an investor, this is what the crowdfunding sites do for you. If you can go to an investor and say, actually this £10,000 you're going to put in, or £1,000 you put in, you're going to get half of that money back, guaranteed, whatever, if you're a taxpayer. There's a fantastic start. So people immediately will be more inclined to invest in your business. And there might be, if you're trying to raise another £90,000, it could be 90 people of £1,000 each. It could be it could be more people with lower investments. Some people just want to put 100 quid in or £200 in. Doesn't matter. So it's very attractive if you can say to the investors, and it's not even you who has to say it, the crowdfunding website will do that for you. If it's got the advanced clearance with HMRC for the relief that I talked about, this SEIS relief, then that is a major bonus. If you've also got a working prototype with people using it, that's another essential thing to do. Just get that working prototype, get it out there, get a group of your friends, family, relatives, get them using it for free just so it works, and then the concept is working. Then the next step will be the money will get raised by the crowdfunding platform for you, and with a bit of luck you'll get whatever you applied for. The investors will in due course get their certificates to get their tax relief, and then you're off and running. So you can go back to your web developer or the app developer and you can say, right, we now need this to do this, this, this and this, because your initial one won't have done everything you want. There's no way for £5,000 or £10,000 it's going to be doing exactly what you've dreamed of. It won't happen. So you're going to go, you've got your money in from your investors, you're going to go along and you're going to spend maybe another £20,000, for example, on the stage 2 development of the app or the website or both. So maybe it's a £30,000 investment in the build. That's probably an average kind of figure for for something relatively small to start with. So you've got your money. The next stage will be you need to do the marketing, and you can use the money, some of the money for the marketing costs. Maybe it's £60,000 or £70,000 for marketing. You'll get a marketing company, get friends, relatives, go through all the social media stuff, and get yourself once the final version of the app has been built. Then you start the marketing and get people using it. There is one further relief that will be of great interest to the business owner here. Once you've done your first year of your limited company's trading, you will be entitled almost certainly to R&D tax relief. I have got another video on R&D tax relief, but you'll get cash back for the idea you've had and getting a lot of the costs for your build. You'll get a good percentage of those costs back, so it comes back to the company as a tax-free amount of money that the company can then use for further marketing or further whatever it wants. So the average claim in the UK is £50,000 a year of R&D tax relief. So it's a great relief to have. It's tax-free. You can invest it in the business, and it will help get your idea to where you want it to be. Thank you very much.